All right, here we go. Coach, I want to talk to you about recruiting. I'm just going to dive into it, right? Because that's one of the roles that you have.
Yeah.
We just had some athletes here at the RTC.
Yep.
So there's some exposure to the program. What I want to know as a wrestling dad, well, former wrestling dad, I guess you never really lose that. My kids are now not wrestling anymore.
Sure.
But what is it about a service academy that you're going to pitch to the dads, the moms, and obviously the student athlete?
Oh gosh, well, if we were recruiting moms and dads, we'd be 10 for 10 every year. But for the pitch, I'd say the school, the program, the service academies, they kind of pitch themselves. You get a world-class education, not just in books, but in leadership as well. You come here, you get responsibility right away. First you learn how to follow. Right, your freshman year you learn how to follow, and then sophomore year you learn how to mentor. And then junior and senior year, you learn how to lead. So when you graduate from this place, you got real-world leadership capabilities, and that's something that very few schools can actually teach and can actually give you those experiences. So, we really put forth those experiences, and then of course our wrestling program. It's a growing program, and we really have all the resources you need to be successful at the Division I level. The Air Force Regional Training Center, where we can really expand our training to the Olympic Training Center. James Green has been in our room several times this year, along with several other national and world team members. We got a format wrestling room with all the technology, all the weights, everything you need to, to compete at this level. We got a great coaching staff. Coach Barber, he's a program builder. He's a total program guy. He's not just about coaching a team. He's about building a program. So he really, he gives us as a staff too what we need to manage our areas too, and he gives us the freedom to do those things. So really appreciative of him and what he does and what he lets us do. Coach Johnston, he really leads our efforts in the room with our technique and our training, and really just holds a high standard for our guys. Scotty Boykin, we just hired him, and hopefully you saw today the big impact he's had, not just with our upper weights, but all the guys.
Yep.
He brings a great personality to the room. He lightens things up. He's he's a young guy. He can still scrap. So again, we just got a really well balanced staff that again we can offer you, you and your kids the best experience possible.
One of the things that I keep going back to, and I probably am beating up the point a little bit too much, but being an older guy and knowing when I was 18, there was no way in the world you were going to see me at a service academy. Number one, I wasn't a wrestler, and I wouldn't have done that anyways.
Yeah.
But it seemed like I was going to give my next 4 years away.
Yeah.
It's not like that here, is it?
No.
You're setting them up for success. They're coming out of here with a job. They got zero student loan debt. They have a guaranteed job. They get to travel the world in certain cases, right?
Yeah.
So tell again, some naive, stupid guy like me, what are these student athletes going to get for the next 4 years? They're going to graduate in 4 years, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So again, and I was the same way. I grew up right around this place, and I knew nothing about the military. What I knew is what I saw on TV. What I saw, tanks blowing up. I saw obviously the recruiting videos and those type of things, which really doesn't encapsulate what a service academy is.
Mm-hmm.
For one, again, like you said, you come out of here with a degree, a meaningful degree. We have 31 different majors here, and each one is going to lead you to a really good career. So you're going to be set up in that way. You're guaranteed a job for at least the first 5 years of your professional career.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, you have an option to leave or you have an option to stay. Most of our guys, 99% of the guys I'm thinking about right now stay in for 10, 15, 20 plus years.
It's career.
Because the Air Force, they treat you really well. I think we're really family driven, we're really education driven. And when I say we, I mean the big Air Force, in that, we invested in you. We want you to stay in, so we're going to treat you pretty well. Not only are we going to pay for your undergrad, we're going to pay for your master's degree, we're going to pay for your PhD, we're going to give you a GI Bill so your kids can go to school, your spouse can go to school. So it's, in terms of a financial package, there just isn't one better. And I'll put ours against anyone in the world in terms of what you come out with financially. I'm sure you've seen on the news, we're in a student loan crisis right now. It's a national crisis.
Mm-hmm.
For our guys, they will never know that.
Yep.
They will never know, what it's like to be in debt. at least student loan wise, and they will never know, what it's like to be scrambling for a job their senior year of college. So they're pretty fortunate in that area, but they have to work hard for it. That's the what's the catch, right? It's a lot of hard work. This place isn't for everybody. Again, it's late night studying, it's early mornings working out, you're grinding, but you do those things, and the day you graduate, these guys, they can do anything. That's their mindset. I made it through this. I can do anything. I can run a business. I can fly a plane. I can lead people. So it's a lot of people. You talk about the financial side and how great it is, but I think it's really what happens to you in here. And in here, it's like the confidence that this place instills from the hard work that you give. That's what it's all about.
So you keep talking about leadership, and I get that. I get it. But one thing that caught on what you said is your freshman year, you learn how to follow. So many 18-year-olds don't know how to follow. Right. How important is that in the process of building a good leader?
I think it puts them in the shoes of the people that they're going to lead someday. It's you don't just graduate from this place and expect to be bossing people around. It's not like that. You've gone through it yourself. You learn how to uphold a standard under your leadership, right? And firsthand accountability, in that if I don't do something, it affects others. If I do something wrong, or if I lie, steal, and cheat, I'm going to be held accountable for those actions. And again, that's what I think sets us apart from any other school in the country, is that all of our guys, they take an oath, before they even start classes. They take an oath to uphold themselves, again, to the standards that us as civilians, we can look to those guys and say, hey, we need you. We're looking at you.
And now more than ever, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're looking at you to uphold what our country's all about. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay, D3 guy. One of the things that I like to do is I try to talk about opportunity. So many. I'm Big Ten country, Central Ohio. We have a ton of opportunities in the state of Ohio. D3, D2, and obviously the big guys. But I want you to talk to that D3 wrestler. And I want you to tell them about an opportunity, and there's no difference. I know that as a fan. I know there's no difference. I want you to talk to them about that opportunity that you saw, what you took, and how you're translating that into this room right now.
Yeah, I competed in Division III. I coached in Division III for a few years, and at least for me, it wasn't a difference. Right, I'm going to compete. I'm going to work as hard as I can. I'm going to give everything I can to it. And same thing as coaching, right? It absolutely translates. Wrestling's wrestling. It's different levels for sure, in terms of ability level, I feel, but hard work is hard work, right? No matter what level you're in, from high school to JUCO to the world level, you got to work hard. You got to live the right lifestyle, or it's just not going to happen for you, right? And you see it every year. Some of the best guys in the country, right? It doesn't happen for them, and we don't know why. We don't know, but it's the little things, little thing. We preach on that all the time, and that little things add up to big things, and that's true at every level.
All right, Coach, I want to thank you for your time. I appreciate you letting me in today, seeing the behind the scenes, seeing the facilities, watching the guys practice. Yeah. What else you got?
Just appreciate what you do. Wrestling media is never been better, in my opinion. What you guys do, the coverage that you guys give us, the long hours and long trips, just know that we appreciate you.
All right, I thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
All right, bye.